Good morning, YouTube. We are here today, back on the dyno, with the twin turbo m109. It's been a while since I've had an opportunity to play with this. We sort of built it all a year ago, and then life got a bit busy, priorities changed, and I was playing with some other turbo bike projects. But we're back here today, and we have, you can see it. We have intercoolers and a bunch of other new stuff. Front camera messes a little bit. We've got the full package from DynoJet, 4-bar link map sensor, all the sort of stuff we need to run a decent amount of boost and actually tune this thing properly now. It was running completely factory management, reflashed with Woolwich software, which works just fine, works absolutely fine, but it's not as good as it could be, and now we want it to be as good as it can be. So it's a beautiful day here in Adelaide, nice summer day. It's going to be mid-30s, but we're nice and air conditioned in the mainline dyno cell. Got the big extraction fan and everything going, so temperature conditions should all be perfect. Hopefully make some power, but we've got a lot of work to do. We've got the base maps set up and then split them up into maps per gear. We've got the auto tuning system active. I wouldn't say it's doing much tuning as such, but it's a handy tool to have. We've got display on the dash. You can actually data log from the dash now, all the stuff you want. So let's get into it. So here we have the factory pressure correction table running off the two factory map sensors. It really sort of only reads up to or just into positive pressure around here somewhere. So the factory tables have this sort of aggressive increase in fueling as you come off a vacuum into slight boost, and what that does when we put much bigger injectors in, it creates a bit of a significant rich spot just as the bike comes into boost, which it's not going to hurt anything, but if you know it's there, and I know it's there, it annoys me. So I'm going to go through and flatten a lot of this out. I need both hands to do it, unfortunately, and I will flash this to the factory ECU, and then we'll come back and get into the DynoJet software and look at the trims it's made while I've been riding, accept those trims, and probably go from there. So that's a bit more linear. Don't know how well it shows up, but I've taken about 20% out of it, so we'll chuck that in and see how that goes. Right, so we've got a few runs in here. Bottom screen is boost level. So the highest boost we got was, where are we? 13 to 14 psi. Here's our air fuel ratio, which is perfect across all the boost levels. And here's our power numbers. So the 13 and 11 psi runs are pretty much overlaid. There's no real power difference. So it's pretty much out of turbo at 11-ish psi. That's how you can tell it's sort of, you don't get a power gain as you come up in boost level. But the other problem I'm having, because now I'm running it in 5th gear, it's actually hooking up, which is really nice, is I'm running at a dyno speed at 6,800 RPM, where I've still got another 1,000 plus RPM to go. So I'm not going to be able to see what the actual peak power number is unless I can run it in 4th and get it to hook up, but I've never done that yet. But really good power, really good fuel control, really happy so far. Okay, we're getting a bit wheel spinny now, just in here, as you can see. Big loss of traction, but we're hooking back up, and on 11.8 psi, we've got our first 200 horsepower run at 6,800 RPM, so a good 1,000 RPM to go still. Not going to be able to show the top power number, unfortunately, but this should give you a pretty good idea. And I'll try and get a couple more runs in and try and clean this up a bit here, and I'll see if I can get some footage. Okay guys, this will be the hardest I'll push it. We made, hang on, let me grab the keyboard. So, get across here. Number is somewhere north of 241 horsepower, out of dyno again. And at that level, we've got 12.2 pound of boost. A boost controller is chasing it a little bit, which is causing this oscillation in the power, and a big bunch of wheel spin here, but you'll probably see that on the video anyway. So I will turn the sensitivity down on the boost controller. But other than that, we're pretty much done, and that's 6,900 RPM, whatever it is. I've actually got the rev limiter set to 7,000 and it never touches that, which you'll also see on the video. So it's safe to say it's making about 250 horsepower at the wheels on 12.2 psi. So I'm going to leave it there for power, and I'll probably just muck around with the light throttle cruise and transition stuff for a little bit and call it a day. Just quickly wanted to explain why I'm running in 5th gear instead of 4th. Because we're running on a car dyno, we have a lot smaller roller than what you would typically have on a motorbike dyno, so the contact patch between the roller and the tyre is greatly reduced. So if I run it in 4th gear, the sort of torque it's making now, it just spins the tyre and can't get any kind of accurate reading. And it's actually, the image is reversed because front camera, but that's what's going on here. Is this wheel spinning the tyre and slipping, and that's in 5th gear. So 5th gear being a higher multiplication number and overdrive, it actually puts less torque on the rear wheel, so it helps it to hook up, but it still doesn't quite hook up, but it's the best we can do. So the downside of that is we run out of roller speed, because the maximum speed we can spin the dyno to is 240 kilometers an hour, and obviously a 109 does a lot more than that in top gear, so We run out at 7,000 RPM, but that's fine. It's not going to make a huge amount more power over 7,000. But yeah, 240 horsepower, I'm pretty happy with that.